Inside of the chat, tell me where all of you are. I know some of you all are in different countries. And hello to the people who watch this recording. We got Deja, Samaya, Crystal, Janessa, Keith. Let's see. Oh, Boston. Hello. Austin, Texas. Good. Good. All right. Atlanta. Let me see. Karen, did you mute everybody for me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna give it one more minute, but I'm very excited to see everybody. It is going to be an awesome time. So we know some people are just clicking on up in here. Where are my people from Nigeria? Kentucky, Atlanta, Austin. Okay. Let me see this. If you haven't already, I'm going to put my email down here, but I need you all to email me your resume. And if I already have it, then don't worry about it. But if you have not, I need you to email it to me. ASAP Rocky. My sister, she will be our Zoom administrator for the day. Here, we're going to do one introduction. Carrington, I want you to introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Carrington Daughtry. I attend Allen University, that is in Columbia, South Carolina. My major is biology. Biology majors. So, yeah. I play volleyball also at Allen.
Sounds good. Let's see. Okay, well, we can go ahead and get started. It is 7:33 and I'm so glad for everybody who is here. If you have not already, go ahead and email me your resume, info@dcowmember.com, okay? So tonight is a very big night. We are releasing our career center. And on top of resumes and LinkedIn's, I get a question a lot. Kamara, can you help me with my resume? And I'm like, sure, I can help you. And I know some people are like, okay, how can you do that? What's the process? And so today what I'm doing is I will be releasing that. You will have the opportunity to get your resume done by somebody on our team. So I cannot wait to do that with you guys. So first thing is first, I like engaging classes. You got to engage. So I need to know, are you ready for our career center to drop? Just put a 1 or put a 2 in the comments. And for you people who put a 2, that's bad. Put a 1 or put a 2. Okay, I see some 1. I see some 1s. Good. Excellent. So first thing is first, I always like to talk about what qualifies me to even discuss resumes and LinkedIn's. And I run a Facebook group with over 5,300 people. And inside this Facebook group, I help people daily. A lot of you all are in it. And really, it just, when it comes to career advice, what to put on your LinkedIn, some people what to put on your Twitter page. So I definitely think that this will be helpful for you all to determine what you all need to do in your profiles. So I've helped hundreds of people land jobs, media, tech, education, business admin, and I have over 7,800 people on LinkedIn following me. So yeah, they do come to me for some career advice. And so for some of you guys who email me your resume, I'm gonna probably pull it up on the screen so we can do almost like a live audit. Okay, so first thing is first is resume edition. I always like to talk about resumes. put in the chat, when is the last time you signed up for a job? Or when's the last time, I'm sorry, you applied for a job? A few days ago, okay. Now, I'll tell you this. Somebody said January, about a week ago. Now, most of the time when people are contacting me and they say, Kamara, I'm looking for a new job, or I want a job, I'm fresh out of college. The main thing that will get you in the door is your resume. So for some people, this is somebody who they sent me their resume, Blake, I have permission to use it. And basically, he's in media, even if you're not in media, finance, education. When he sent me this resume, it was in Word. That's the first red flag. The next one is the profile summary. It was too big. An objective summary should be very short and to the point. Second of all, he was not getting any interviews or any hits. You also have to look at the skills. Your skills need to line up with the job you're applying for. A lot of you all are applying for multiple jobs, and that's okay. But those keywords, please make sure everybody's on mute. But those keywords, they need to match the job description. So for example, he wanted a digital producer job. And anytime that you do a resume, it goes through an applicant tracking system. So a human doesn't even look at it, the computer reads it. And oftentimes, a lot of people are missing the mark because they do not have the correct keywords that the computer needs. So you also have to be, sometimes you can put like up here, digital content producer, right? And other times you can put the specific job, but if you're applying for multiple ones, I recommend one thing. You put your name, you don't have to have a picture, but you put your name. And you also, when you're listing your experience, talk about what you did at a job. Look at the job description that you had, okay? Look at the job description that you currently have and begin to match it with the job that you want, because that's going to be really important. And again, I'm going to hone in on this. Keywords. What keywords in your industry, or what keywords for this job needs to be on this resume? So he sent me his resume. So I need some help. And this is what we got. So this is his new resume. Put a 2 in the comments if you see a difference, a big difference. Because one of the things we're going to break down is he said that he was a digital journalist. I did not want him to be confined to the point where it says, okay, oh my goodness, you know, is he it just really having the recruiters trying to figure out if there's another position within the company that you can place him, then do it. Another part that I want to point out is, look at this, content writer, intern. Where did he work at? Most of the time, people don't care where you work. They just care about your job title and they care about the description. And another thing is we put these skills over here at the bottom. Some people will put them at the top. That's totally fine. But then others will, I've decided to place mine at the bottom. And when he posted his resume, he got so many hits. I mean, people from California, mind you, he's in Texas, we're calling him. And then he's fresh out of school. So we made sure we put his education, contact, certifications, work examples. But anytime that you are doing a resume, even if for some of you all who are teachers and you want to help your students, you want to make sure, and I'm going to go back, but that it is visually appealing. It's nothing like getting a resume and you're a recruiter and you're like, what is this? Can this person read and write? What is this? So you always want to make sure it looks visually appealing. And that's one of the things that I wanted to hone on. Again, this is a complete U-Haul, complete difference in what we see. Next is cover letters. Now, I am a person who I believe that a cover letter, that needs to be generic unless you are applying for a specific job. Now, with a cover letter, I will say this. You want to make sure that if it's for a specific job, that you have the correct person's name, you have the address of the company, and then you say to whom it may concern or to dear so-and-so. If you are doing a generic cover letter, which I recommend for anybody who's applying for multiple positions, you need to put to whom it may concern. Some people, they will get caught up in, oh, do I need to put the month and the date? Sometimes it's for, if it's for a specific project, fellowship, job, but most of the time when you're just crunching out resumes, it needs to be generic. Okay, thank y'all for reading. You can put in the comments, are you in media, tech, education, or business administration? Let me see this. Another part is this, is that when you are doing a resume, is that your education, a lot of people like to say, oh my gosh, okay, I went to this school, I went to this university. And a lot of people, they're not caring about that. They want to know, can you do the job? So you put all of that to the side and you really want to hyper focus on your experience. That's one of the things I definitely want to hone in on. So let's talk about a cover letter. This was a cover letter that that was sent to me, and they said, hey, I need my cover letter done. I said, okay, let me look at it. So this is the person who's applying, and then they were discussing, what they do. What I recommend is this. For people who do cover letters and you're writing one currently, I have a template, and it's a very easy template that you can go through where you do not have to sit there and think for 2 hours, okay, what have I done? In all honesty, if it's not for a specific job, your cover letter should list in bullet points, almost like your resume. You need to make sure that it has keywords. Okay, that's going to be important. It has to have keywords. Another part of that is that you want to list your experience. And do not make a cover letter for every job you have applied for. I used to do that, and it was like, yo, like that's not going to work. So do not make a cover letter for every job that you apply for. One of the things, and I should have had after, but we definitely took this to the next level. If you saw that resume that I sent you, then you'll definitely enjoy the cover that I did for Shauna, because it was totally different. Another part, for my people who are in tech is becoming a really big industry. And I'm getting resumes from tech. I have people who are recruiting in the tech industry, and they want the best, they want the brightest. Most of the time, a lot of you all, you have the skills, but you don't know how to put it on paper. And that's why I'm here to help you. So this was a young lady. Her sister, I believe, has had me like do all of her. Her sister, I believe, had me do all of her friends or sister's resume, however it was done. But I did about 5 people who she was connected to because they needed a job. So first of all, objective summary. Some people will say take it out. Some people will say keep it. It just depends on what you're looking for. I'm an advocate for, you need active keywords in your objective summary, because if you do not have active words like I engaged, I increased this amount, I did this, then it's not going to work. Another thing is when it comes to experience, again, keywords. What keywords are you putting in your experience that is going to tell people, hey, give me this job? So another part of that is if you are entry level or mid level when it comes to in the tech industry or in the media industry, you want to put the related courses. This is going to be important because most of the time when you're in tech, or most of the time, even when you're in school, you work on projects. So what you're letting the employer know is that, hey, I have experience in this area. This is what I have done. And then you'll be able to go from there. So, I saw this resume and I said, okay, I'm definitely going to redo this. And this was the new one. So this was her new resume. One of the things is a summary. When we talk about an objective summary, she is a program developer. So I made sure I put that in there. She's advanced in methodologies. Put a 1 in the chat if you see a difference. Put a 2 if you don't. Put a 1 if you see a difference in her resume. Put a 2 if you don't in the comments. Okay. Major difference. If somebody can tell me in the chat, what difference do you really see? So this was her former resume. She sent it to me. And again, it's highly focused on, Java, Python. It's highly focused on course related work. What is the main difference that you see? Color, visually appealing format. Yeah. And oftentimes, even I can say this, assisting with recruiting, this doesn't look appealing. It doesn't look appealing, especially if you are in industries where we need your creativity. We want to see what you can do on paper first. Yeah, Nicholas, that was good. Denise, that was good. Albert, color font division. It looks more appealing and easy to follow. You want to get to the point in your resumes, but I do recommend you need to have a professional and you need to have somebody do the resume. Okay, so you can get the results that you need. So freelance computer programming, software developer, related courses. These are the related courses, and these are also keywords that would pop up. So this young lady, she actually got a job based on this resume. And then on top of that, because I did her LinkedIn profile, a Google recruiter contacted her. So this is what happened.
And the reason why I got this job is because of this girl that I know called Kamara. She helped me obtain this job by doing a lot of things for me, and I'm really grateful for what she helped build a really amazing resume for me. She helped build a really good LinkedIn profile to help me stand out among like employees, and that kind of thing.
So she was giving a testimonial and she was really saying from her LinkedIn, somebody from Google reached out, and that's really big. So anytime that, especially when I do your resume or when I do your LinkedIn, I go in, I have a brief discussion with you because I need to understand where are you trying to go? What are you also trying to do? For my people in Nigeria, when you're looking for a job, LinkedIn will be your best friend. You can connect with reporters, producers, you can connect with anybody at the click of a button. But you have to have certain things on your profile done. Now, this is the pin dropper. LinkedIn optimization. I want to see what brave souls are out there because I'm going to look up your name. Drop a 1 if you would like me to pull up your LinkedIn profile and for me to do it. It's going to be in front of the whole class. This is Shauna. And when Shauna came to me, she's a 12-year veteran, workforce solutions, videographer. And she said, listen, here's my LinkedIn. Here's a whole bunch of other things. We can see the key difference in her header, which does make a difference. And I wanted to highlight the companies that she has worked for. I also wanted to highlight the skills that she has, put her face out there, and then put Shauna Jackson. And then we changed workforce solutions to senior photojournalist. So that was a key difference. Again, not only visually appealing, but you want to make sure that you're being effective. So these different keywords that you have, they're going to help. And you have to have somebody who knows what they're doing to, get the right people you need to contact you. So these are LinkedIn must-haves. We have a lot of people who say one scared LinkedIn, don't make no LinkedIn. You're funny. Okay. About me section. I'm going to go through it. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen in a second, but we're going to go through the about me section, your experience and keywords, and then recruiters. And as you can see, it was like, a couple weeks ago, I'm still getting people who offer me jobs on LinkedIn. So the career coach right here, you are also getting, I also receive people who say, hey, do you want to work for my company? And I'm like, but this is just letting you know that, I still get my offers as well. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Before I move forward, do we have any questions before I start the LinkedIn audits? You all can come off mute if you have any questions.
I don't have any questions.
No? Did y'all like it? Because I'm about to go in on these LinkedIn profiles.
I have a question.
Can you please state your name and then also what industry you're in?
Sure. My name's Janessa. I'm actually in the clean energy space, but I'm asking a question for someone else that's also needing help with their resume and LinkedIn. So she doesn't have that much experience in the field that she's trying to go in. So like, how how can she make her resume and LinkedIn if she doesn't have a lot of experience? She's kind of new and just wanting to get experience.
No, that's a really good question. Janessa, where are you located?
I'm actually in Boston, Massachusetts.
You're in Boston, perfect. So this is my recommendation because even, and I like this because she's basically asking, if I'm going for a job, but I don't have the experience, how do I get it? And what you have to do is you have to pull from different experiences. What does that mean? There are different keywords that you can put inside of your description that can let the ATS system know or recruiters know that you have experience in doing the job. So even if you are going for communication specialist, like we got Crystal, and this is not her story, but she hasn't done, anything that's like half of the requirements, there is a certain way, truthfully, that you can really curate your resume so other people will say, okay, I could consider her for this position. But Janessa, what I want you to do is I want you to connect with me, email me, and then I can help your friend out.
Thank you. That's really helpful.
Yeah, no problem at all. So we're gonna go through a couple of these. Crystal is my good friend. Number one is the header. You're a communication specialist. And for those who came in a little bit later, I got my LinkedIn, my resume already done by a person who is like 6-7 figures. She's on the executive level, but I did it because I said, hey, this is what I really want to do. So as you can see for my LinkedIn banner, it is the title. She also put the companies and logos that I've worked with. And then over here, when it talks about the skills that I have. So it's really important. These hashtags are very important because even as a recruiter, if I look up job search, or if I look up tech, entry-level tech, this will help me to see who's available. So those hashtags that you use are important. A little thing that I want to point out is this profile views. How many people are viewing your profile? That's something that you need to know, especially if you're looking for a job. 1,500 people impressions. So people have been looking me up saying, hey, what's going on? And then I've appeared in people's search over 147 times. So you want to keep up with those. I also encourage you to put on creator mode. Another thing is that some of you all need to put in something like a featured section, your about section. This really needs to talk about who you are. So yeah, there's some definite work that needs to be done on some of you all's profile. We're about to look at Crystal's. All right, number one, Crystal. With Crystal, I will definitely say your LinkedIn banner, you need one. Okay, off the rip. And for your profile picture, beautiful photo. And I say that because I know you personally. But one thing I would like to see is that the photo is zoomed out so we can see your full face. Communication specialist at Douglasville. And another thing, this is for people, if you are looking for a job, but you're currently in a job, what you do is if you are, say, a reporter, if you are an entry-level tech person for a certain company, all you have to do is just state your job title. You don't have to put the company that you work for if you're open to network. So that's just something also to note. About the about section, communication specialist, photographer, BA. Okay, great. I have more than 2 years of experience covering local stories. Communication specialist, you need your bullet points listed here. And I know as a photographer, you have done much more. Go ahead, even in the featured section, and put some of the work that you have done, and especially with the 2 positions at the University of West Georgia. This one is good. I will also fill this out a little bit more. Oftentimes, and this is something key to remember, but anytime that you are doing your experience on LinkedIn, these keywords that you put right here, this is what's going to pull up like in the search engine if a recruiter will call you or if a recruiter wants to reach out to you. Education is good, volunteering is good, license and certifications, and then skills. Also, I want to put an emphasis that a lot of you all need the template on how to message recruiters. So there's no longer you apply for a job and then you wait for somebody to get back to you. You have to be proactive. Once you apply for the job, you connect with the recruiter. But a lot of you all need to know how to communicate with the recruiter. So I'm going to put this in the chat. This is a LinkedIn messaging template for a lot of you who want to say, hey, I don't even know what to say. I give you a basic strategy and a LinkedIn messaging template. So you can have that available and you can go ahead and check that out. Another good resource. Okay. Another good resource is recommendations. Recommendations are really good. I've had people say, hey, I didn't know you were connected to so-and-so, or so I see that this person endorsed you for this. This platform is set up for you to win. So you want to make sure you fill out the right things with the correct keywords so people can find you. And then I really like how you have publications, honors, awards. Good, good. I give your profile a 7. I've been working with Crystal, so I give it a 7. I give it a 7. Let me see what other brave soul is ready for me to look at their LinkedIn. Miriam, you stick out. Let's do Miriam McFerguson. Do we have any questions before we move on?
Hi, I have a question. Hi, my name is Michelle Lenore, and my question is, so I help small businesses within the professional space and obtaining government certifications. And you made mention about cover letters, and I like what you said about cover letters, but I did want to understand, like, how come I do not submit a cover letter every time I submit a job or submit for a job or submit my resume?
That's a really good question because it's time consuming. I recommend getting your resume done by a professional who can list out all of the work that you have done related to the jobs that you're applying for, so it can be also easier for you. If you apply for 100 jobs and you make 100 cover letters and you get no responses, you have wasted your time. You need to get one of the two things. You need to get a generic cover letter, and then you need to get a targeted cover letter. A targeted cover letter that will be specifically for a company that you want to apply for, that you can say, hey, I know this person, I have a contact there, and they can help me. Did that answer your question?
It did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Another thing is this LinkedIn. Let me see this. Oh, we have a message. Okay, I'll get with you. So LinkedIn, Miriam, are you with us?
I am.
Okay, all right. And you're based in Dallas?
Yes.
Yay. Okay, great. Number 1 is LinkedIn banner. Okay, we're gonna get them LinkedIn banners together for everybody. LinkedIn banners are number 1, UX strategist at NYRSA. You tell me, what's a UX strategist?
So basically, in my role, I make sure both the business goals and the user experience goals for the app aligns with one another. So, it's basically I'm putting together a business plan, how to go about solving a design problem.
Okay, so would you say that you're maybe in the engineering space?
So I work for a health tech startup company. So I recently just transitioned into tech.
Got you. I would definitely put, so for example, you probably just started there, but even when I was not looking for a job, that's when a lot of recruiters were hitting me up based on what I put on my profile. I would recommend changing this UX strategist to maybe talk about what you're doing in tech. And you can even put the dashes that put tech field. So a lot of Black women in tech, they'll reach out to me because they need their profiles done. DEI is very big. I recommend also putting that in your headline as well, because it will help you when recruiters search for you. I see you have 200 connections, contact info. Big thing is, everybody, you need to have an email that you always check. You need to have an email because you never know who could reach out. So you want to make sure you put that email, you do your LinkedIn banner. And I know it's a lot. That's why people, we are here to help you. But even when you are managing this on your own, you need to make sure that you can maintain and upkeep. Also, I would put your experience on what you're doing now. Let me look at this. Your experience as a healthcare specialist. I would add a little bit more on what you did as a healthcare specialist, because some of those keywords are, they might pop up and what a recruiter might search for. Texas Work Advisor. I would definitely add just probably one more line up there. Yeah, just extend that just a little bit. Just a little bit. Volunteering. Oh, this is really good. Black colleague resource, skills. Let me take a look at this. So this skill section is really important because anytime somebody like me or a recruiter will go in like for LinkedIn optimization, we look for specific keywords. So if tech is really big right now, we want to see that, hey, information technology, what other skills that she has that can contribute to a position or maybe into a community project that we want her to work on. But if you have any more skills that you need to add, I'll definitely do that. Another thing is recommendations and endorsements. You want some people to recommend you for what you've been doing. I recommend all of you all to get that LinkedIn messaging template. It will walk you through 3 things: how to ask somebody for a recommendation, ask somebody for an endorsement, and how to ask a recruiter when you have applied for a job, if you can know the status of your application. So that's really good. You are brave for getting up here.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna take one more person. Let me see who else. Who is the lucky person? Okay, I did promise him. Okay. If y'all are still with me, put a 1 in the chat. Good, good. And then we're gonna go over, for a lot of you all, the options that we have so we can make this a lot easier for you guys. Is this you? Or is this you?
The first one.
This one?
Yeah.
Excellent. Are you in tech?
Yeah.
Perfect, okay.
Entry level.
Entry level, right. Okay, number one thing is, and this could just be a me thing. We want to change, we want to make sure that we can connect with you. So sometimes you all have the locked profiles, open it up. Uh-oh, I need everybody on mute, and then I'll open it up for Q&A. Karen, to make sure that everybody's on mute, please. But we also want to make sure your title, we want to change that. Let's look at this about section. Go up here to your contact. You want to add your email address so people can contact you. You want to get a LinkedIn banner. I'm going to show you all somebody else's LinkedIn that I did via tech about a driven information technology individuals and cyber technology strategies. Okay. A lot of these are buzzwords. So sometimes even with buzzwords, you want to get to the nitty gritty on, I can do, this is who I am and this is what I can do for you. There are different ways that you can tweak that, but overall you have like information technology, cyber, those are good. Let me see, cybersecurity analyst, good. You have your skills right here. That's excellent. Nice way for that to be pulled out. Airbnb host, got it, love it. Education, licenses. Do you have any more certifications? Or any?
No, I'm working on it.
Do you
Yes,
know? So a lot of you all, if you have certifications that you're working on, you can put it expected. So recruiters who might be looking for somebody with, say, cloud engineering, if you're working on that, you can put that on there. It's almost like, for example, if you were in school, you would put the University of X, Y, and Z and then expect the graduation date. So I would like, if you want to put that on there.
All right. Thank you.
And then recommendations, and then especially endorsements for people you have worked with. But overall, there'll be some minor changes, and it would definitely be your title, your LinkedIn banner, your contact info, then your about section, and then I will list those other certifications. Did you send me your resume?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'll check for it. I'll check for it. Great, great, great. Do we have room for one more? What do you think, Carrington? One more?
I think you can do one more.
Okay, one more. Okay, let me see. Let's go to Michelle's. Michelle Lenore, that's the lady who was talking. Ooh, this is good. And I know Michelle. Michelle helps people with their LinkedIns again, when it comes to the executive level, senior level, that's where she falls under. So she works with diversity certifications. This is really good.
Hi, I'm Michelle Lenore, and I'm here to help you as a corporation and an organization to help your subcontractors get DBE, MBE, and WBE certified so you can go ahead and bid as a prime on those $1 million and $1 billion contracts. Go ahead, give me a call, and let me help you reach your revenue goals for the year.
Listen, I love the video concept. I like the video concept. Put in the chat if you like the video concept, because I think that's really cool. That's really cool. Contact info. Michelle, Lens Consulting, your work number. Okay, so I see that's your office number. Excellent, excellent. You already have 14,000 people following you. Oh yeah, this is good. You have your featured on when you have been featured in your articles, activity. So that means that you're active on there. And then about, oh, this is good. Especially with somebody with so much experience. For my people who are going for the senior levels, or you want to manage a team of 10 or 15, this is specialties who wants to, yep, she got it down pat. Another part is her experience. So look how she listed her experience and then all of these skills. A lot of you all, you listed maybe 3 skills or 4. Go ahead and get extensive with it. Customer relation management, that's really big. A lot of you all, diversity and inclusion. Some of you all went through that training. I did like a cybersecurity or a password security training. I put that on my LinkedIn. Lens Consulting Firm, television host. Yeah, I'm gonna put her link in the chat. Make sure you all give her a follow. Yeah, make sure you all give her a follow.
Kamar, you have a question in the chat.
What would you recommend for students in terms of what to include? That's an excellent question. I want you to come off mute and give me your name and where you're from.
Hello, my name is Fatu and I'm from Michigan, but I go to school in DC. I go to Howard.
Okay, so what kind of job do you want or internship?
I'm looking for something either related to research or something clinical. I'm a pre-med student, so I'm looking for opportunities related to that.
Okay, so you're in the healthcare field.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So this is something, and I'm gonna show you this example because I get a lot of undergrad resumes. What you want to include is, so you see how this is before she listed her experience. She said, hey, I got 3 to 5 years. What I would include, especially if you're going in the healthcare system, is look at the job description that you want. Look at the internship that you want. Match your resume with those different words. Match your skills with that. What you want to highlight on is your coursework that you have done. So my sister, she's in biology, right? So if she goes and she wants to be an intern at a doctor's office, that's a lot of business administration work. She needs to talk about her organization skills. She needs to talk about her leadership skills, initiatives. There is a certain way that you can do your resume that can get you a lot of hits for recruiters, especially when you're an undergrad. Did you email me your resume?
No.
Okay, go to the bottom and Carrington, just make sure we get that resume from her. How do you make a LinkedIn banner? There are so many ways you can make a LinkedIn banner. Could you elaborate on adding dashes to your profile? Yes, this is what I mean by dashes. This. Do y'all know what I mean? When I say dashes, I don't know if that's called a line, but that's what you would do. So you just come up here. You go boom, boom. You may have addressed this. I came in a few minutes late. My question is, does it make a difference if you do a resume in Canva, Microsoft, and Adobe Illustrator? So when I do resumes and when I do LinkedIn's, I can do it either in Canva or in Word. Now, you have to keep in mind, it's gonna go through ATS. And I'm gonna say that again, that's the applicant tracking system. If a human does not physically look at it, a computer reads it. So you wanna make sure that your resume stands out in like that capacity. But no, it does not matter. Also, I'll say this, you don't want to get caught up on, oh, it looks good, but it's not getting you a job, because then that's a problem. And we have to look at what are you putting in detail. So no, you can create it in any of those areas. I just recommend you have somebody to review it. Do we have any more questions? Do I need to have my resume on LinkedIn for more hits? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. You don't have to. For some people, I have put their resume on there because they needed a job ASAP. But you do not have to, because I also want you to know you got your, for some of you all have your address. I recommend taking your address off of your LinkedIn, off of your resume, only putting your city and state. But then again, if you know that you're already moving, don't put your city and state. You just want to put your email, your number, and you want to put your LinkedIn hyperlink so they can look at you. Let me see. Hold on. But no, you don't have to have your resume on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is your digital resume, just FYI. These are some good questions, y'all. Well, I'm going to take a couple more. Do you have time for one more look? I sure do. I sure do. You better get it in, Janessa. I didn't look at yours yet, did I? No. Yes. Clean energy. Ooh, we're going to definitely get that banner together. I love the hair. I like that. DEI is really hot. When I say DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So if you are Black, African American, or Hispanic, that does help you out in some areas, especially where they need minorities in there, and especially Latin American, Chinese, Asian. So just heads up. Another part of that is climate change enthusiast who is deeply. So over here, you want to list this out a little bit differently. There are some different ways you can go about that. Let me see. Experience. You want to discuss your experience. You want to discuss your experience. A lot of you all are missing key skills. So you need to add your key skills, environmental skills. So you have the experience, but what you also want to do is this. You want to list out a little bit more on what you have done. Because if I'm a recruiter and I'm looking at you for a specific job, I want to say, okay, you know, they can do multiple things. I'm going to give you all a quick story. I did my mother's resume. And when I did her resume, when she got to the job, the lady said, you know what, not this position, but I want to recommend you for another position. And she ended up getting the job. So that's why sometimes I say you want to be generic with things, because you could interview with somebody, but they could say, hey, based on your resume and me talking to you, I would like to recommend you to this different department. And you said Clean Energy and Climate Fellow at Metropolitan Area Planning. If you are looking for something new, I would change this title. I would. Okay, let me look at
Oh,
this.
sorry, I'm sorry. So what
Uh-huh.
should I change that to? That's just my role, but what should I change it to be helpful?
So what job do you want?
I'm interested in kind of moving to be like a city planner.
Uh-huh.
So should I put like city planning in that space?
City planning. You want to be a city planner?
Yes.
I would have to think about that,
Okay.
because you want to make sure that, say for example, this is not a position you would get voted in, you would have to get hired for it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you want to make sure if somebody in human resources at another city, say Atlanta, was looking at your profile, you want them to know that you're available and that you had the skills necessary for the job. So I'll have to think about that. India, you said, how can you get, thank you for also asking that. And y'all, that's what I like. She said you got room to look at one more. We have 15 more minutes left. Everybody put a 1 in the chat. If you are still with me, put a 1. Can't I didn't say put a 1 there. Wait a minute, is this helpful? Y'all can come off mute. I want to hear some of y'all. Is this helpful?
Yes.
I think it's great.
Good. All right. So
Yes.
how can you get help on your LinkedIn? India, you asked me that, right? Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Perfect. So this is how you can get help on your LinkedIn. So for a long time now, I have been helping people with resumes and whatnot. And again, over 5,300. But I have a team who helps me and who are resume writers, LinkedIn people. So today we are releasing our Career Center. Woo, woo. Y'all can put it in the chat. Y'all can say yay. Y'all can say whatever you want, but we are releasing our Career Center. And we will do resume revamps, cover letters, LinkedIn optimizations. A lot of you all, if you especially hit that 3-year mark, salary negotiations, it's about that time. And we will walk you and help you through this process. Oh, you said congrats. Well, thank you. So this is our Career Center. And basically, and I'm going to drop it in the chat, every time that you purchase something with us, you get a one-on-one 15-minute call. And for sometimes it's a little bit longer, just depending on what you need. So like I said, a lot of you all who need your LinkedIn done, we have that covered. So all you have to do is just go to our website, and I'm going to send it to you guys. But these are the resume packages: entry level, mid-level, and senior level. If you are a college student, you message me, info@dcawmember.com. A lot of you all, there are some people who say, hey, Kamara, I just need one position added. You put that down there. And that's something that you can do as well. So you get a resume. Those keywords are very critical. And then you also get to speak with one of us, a Word and the PDF document. Another thing is cover letters. Like I said, cover letters should be generic. So this is an opportunity for you all to get one, apply to multiple jobs. But then there are some people who say, Kamara, I need a targeted one. I know I'm gonna get this job. I'm in the second round of this interview and I need some help. So we have that as well. And then for LinkedIn optimization, you do, for your profile, we do a banner. We make sure that banner look good. We optimize your about section. We provide strategy on your profile view, skills, and everything else you needed. And then also we connect you with 5 recruiters. So there is no sense of you making sure your LinkedIn looks good and then you get no hits. As soon as I got my LinkedIn redone on the executive level, I got a job offer. I was like, what? Where you been? And then another thing, put down here in the chat, how many of you all are looking for a job? If you're looking for a job or will be soon, just say me in the comments. Okay, good. This is what we'll do, because I know for job seekers, it's a lot. You're working. You also have to apply for jobs when you get home and you're tired. What we will do is we are coming out with LinkedIn management. We will apply to jobs for you on LinkedIn. We will use the easy apply, or if you have other jobs you want us to apply for, we can do that. We will connect with recruiters and we will talk to people for you. Another thing is, a lot of you all might say, hey, 2 weeks is not enough. I need it monthly. So we will do that monthly, okay? And that is something to definitely point out. So if you do need that, feel free to reach out. If you need to talk about it more, all you have to do is just contact us and we can help. And then career bundles. There's a lot of people who just say, I had one girl message me. She said, come on, I need 2 resumes and 2 cover letters. I said, okay, what kind of job you looking for? What kind of job you want? She said, well, basically she said, I want a talent acquisition resume and I want a senior manager resume. She had over 10 years of experience. I also recommend if you have that much of experience, you create a master's resume. And then you also need to break it down on the specific one you need. So these are the different packages. So, and then also if you need just a whole revamp, we do your career calls, we do 30-day LinkedIn management, and we apply to 30 jobs for you. And then we also help you with salary negotiation. So there is a lot you all can go here. And if a lot of you say, listen, I can do the resume actually on my own. All you have to do is just pick up our resume template on Etsy. I'm going to put that in there. So that will definitely help you. So if you need help, we can do that. We have 10 more minutes for some questions. And then another thing is this, for all of you all who decided to attend this class live, you will get 25% off if you get something by Friday. So you have to email me. You'll say masterclass. And then from there, I will make sure you get 25% off whatever you need. So that is your incentive for joining today. Let me see this. Karen, there's some questions in the chat. Somebody said a better paying job. I know that's right. Can I-
Jay had a question.
Okay, can you read it for me?
He said, what's the chance that after the management you help do, we get the job after the 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Jay, what kind of job are you looking for?
The tech, the entry level tech. I'm the Chijioka account that you looked at.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, okay. I see your name is different on Zoom, LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's just my nickname.
Okay. I'll tell you this much. For some people, it could take longer. For the girl, we did hers, it didn't take long at all. It just depends. So there's no like guarantee, like, oh, I can get it to you in 10 days. For some people, I've done their LinkedIn profile and they got an interview the next day and they were on the phone with the recruiter. But I can tell you that you will start getting those interviews. I can't guarantee you that though. That's a really good question. And then also the monthly management is, there are some people that once we start doing LinkedIn management for you all, what happens is that you get an influx of requests and then now you have to decide, do you want this job or this one? So that's when we come in and we say, okay, now it's just not all about pay. What about work environment? Is this going to help? So those are the things that we also go over because we've had those discussions with people. They've had multiple job offers. And I wish Blake was on this call because he could tell you, because he has so many people call him, but then you have to decide what is best for you. Will you offer interview prep coaching? I think that's where I need support. Yes, I do have interview prep coaching. All you have to do is come here. Let me see this. Go up here where it says contact, and then we can definitely help you there. I'm getting a few emails for you all with the masterclass, so that's good. Again, only for up until Friday, I am doing 25% off. But I'm gonna put that link in here. I'm
I
gonna
have 2
allow
more questions.
can you read them for me with the names, please?
Sorry if I say your name wrong. Opia.
Mhm.
Will you offer interview prep coaching? I think that's where I need support.
Yes, I do offer interview prep coaching. I'm gonna send you the link, but here you go.
And then Jay said, what's the website to see the packages?
The website is here. You go up here. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link for you. Opia, have you already emailed me your resume?
Yes, I did email you.
Okay, perfect.
Thank
So
you.
there is that. So if you need some assistance, you can go there. But again, the best way to reach out to me currently, email. Email info@DCOW. If you need some career coaching, we have that as well. Oh, and another thing, how could I forget? I probably went over this, not sure. But while you are at work, we will apply to jobs for you. So if it's not on LinkedIn, a lot of people will say, well, no, I want to get a job in X, Y, and Z. We do that for you as well. So we do that for 15 jobs and then 25 jobs. And then if you say, listen, I need something else, and then you can find it here, then all you have to do is book a 15-minute call with us and we can help you. But this is also, while you're working, we work for you and we make sure you have progress. But we are at 24.
Last question. Jay said, how soon do we get the revamp after we pay?
You get it in 4 days. Within 4 days. That's a good question. For some of the revamps, it depends. Some of it can take 24 to 48 hours, but I know standard is 4 days. I'm gonna allow you all to unmute. Do you all have any more questions? And again, look at her. She got a Google recruiter to reach out to her. Come on, girl. Do you see anything else, Carrington?
No.
No? Oh, one last thing. Again, LinkedIn messaging. I'm gonna send this out to you guys. But if you have it and you say, listen, I got my resume, I got my LinkedIn. I also give you strategy on how to talk to these recruiters right here. You go there. And then if you need a resume template, where you say, listen, I don't need all that. I can do it myself. You go right here. You can check back on this shop because I will have one for a cover letter. So it can be a little bit easier. But for the main part, you get your resume in order and that will help out tremendously. Okay, I'm gonna close this. And I'm gonna open up the floor and y'all can come off of mute and ask any questions that you have. Hello, Talupe. Did I say your name right? No? Okay. Anything else, my great people? And don't forget, use that subject line masterclass. Carrington, I can't hear you.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh. All right, last call for questions. Anything else? Yay, nay? Okay.
Ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so for the LinkedIn thing, if
Mhm.
we pay for revamping the LinkedIn,
Mhm.
do we have to like work with you one-on-one to know what to put there, the keywords and all that, and the kind of jobs we're looking for?
Correct. So say, for example, if you want your LinkedIn redone, or if you want us to apply to jobs for you, we set up a call with you. As soon as you go on our website, you choose which one you want, you get an automatic link and you set up a call with us. It is including your package free. And we sit down and we talk about your career goals. So we know where we're going with this. So you don't do it blind. We talk about it.
Okay, so you guys, what about the one you said that you applied to 5, or rather you speak to 5 recruiters or something? Is it included in the LinkedIn thing?
Let me see this. Yes, so for LinkedIn, this is what we do. So what we do is for LinkedIn management, Karen, do you see that? For LinkedIn management, we contact 25 recruiters for you. So as we are managing the profile, we will also say, hey, we'll connect with the recruiters and we'll send messages to them. Our goal from there is to help you get an interview, but we have to get some communication going. And then this one, the gold management, we connect with 40. And most of the time, this is for people on a senior level and they want a job, fairly quickly. They also want to build some relationships with this. So yeah, we connect to 25 for you.
Okay, so this is this minus the LinkedIn revamp too?
Let me see this.
Because you have on your packages, you have a LinkedIn revamp. Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
That's the one I was asking for, the one that says request with connect with 5 recruiters in your industry.
Yes, so when we do your LinkedIn development, we do connect with 5 recruiters. So once we go in and we optimize your profile, that's when we say, okay, get it approved by you. And then we start connecting with recruiters for jobs that you want. So if you want a job, say at Apple, we connect with a recruiter at Apple with your new LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. So you don't actually apply to those jobs. You just connect with the recruiters, then we apply.
No, we just connect with the recruiters. Now, if you need jobs applied for, then you just go to that section.
Okay. All right. And we'll get to know the recruiters that you connected with.
Yes, you do. You get to know the recruiters that you connected with, and then also we will send you also a screen grab on that we have sent the message. So yeah, we do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Excellent
So
question.
is there like sorry, just one more question. It's just like, is there like a bundle kind of thing? Like if I want to get, like, for instance, I want to get the resume and the LinkedIn development. So like a bundle
Mhm.
to
So you
get
come
both.
over here, and this is where you would go. So you would get a resume, cover letter, and then LinkedIn. LinkedIn with no credentials, that means that we do your LinkedIn profile, but we don't need your username or your password. But then for people who they want us to actually get their username and their password, we go in and we do it for you on this second one. So you do have 2 options for that.
Oh, okay. So we can actually do, for instance, can you go up a little bit?
Mhm.
The first one, and you still do the LinkedIn revamped on the
Yes.
first one?
We do a LinkedIn revamp. The only thing that we don't do is with this one is that we don't get your username and password. But with mid-level, we actually get your username and password and we do it ourselves. For the one for early career level, we tell you what to do. So we write it out in an email and then you plug it in.
So even the banners and all that, we do it ourselves?
No, the banner for this one for early career, we also include it.
You say you do it or what?
Yes, we said we also include it.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I mean, you said that you just give us the things to do. So is that part of what you give us to like do?
So this is what I want you to do. I want to make sure that you email me because these are some good questions. No, I want to make sure that you email me so I can answer your question further. But to sum it up, what we will give you with this early career is your LinkedIn banner, your resume, the things that you need to do to put on your profile, and then also your cover letter. So that's something that we do when we do this one.
Okay.
Thank you. Excellent questions. All right, I think that we are, oh, my sister said for you all to rate this session 1 through 10. 1 through 10, rate the session. And y'all can be honest.
Oh, it's a 10 for me. It's a 10
Oh,
for me.
okay, it's a 10. Okay, good, good, good. If somebody put 100. Thanks, Simone. If y'all put 1, y'all shady. I'm letting you know that now. But okay, it was really good seeing you guys, speaking to you guys. Again, you all only, everybody who attended this class live, you all received 25% off. Make sure you email me info@DCOW masterclass. That's the subject line, and I'll make sure you get it. I have a lot of emails, so this is good. I'm going to talk to you all later. And thank you for coming. Bye-bye. And thank you, Karen, for helping. Bye.
You're welcome.